I would like to address a long-standing issue of men constantly complaining about what women are wearing, whether it be for their own protection or in regards to the man's own actions against the woman. Now, 9 times out of 10, when a man says something along the lines of, you should wear something decent, maybe not something so indecent or provocative, they're either insecure about their girlfriend or they have this notion that they believe that women are in more danger because that they are wearing a lack of clothing and or provocative clothing, or they are actually planning on sexually assaulting or raping a woman. Let's start at the bare basics and the bare minimum of this. To blame clothing on anything is a ridiculous notion because the light from the sun, the actual science of this, is bouncing around everywhere and it is entering our eyes. We are receiving this information in the visible light spectrum, and that is why we do what we do. We choose to do things with our information that we gather via our five senses. This is like extreme common sense. You learned this when you were a child, but clearly it didn't apply to your feelings or emotionally as an adult. So here's the big problem with people who think this way. They think that there's a higher percentage or a statistic, and you're acting like that people shouldn't risk it for the biscuit sometimes and go out and live their fucking life the way that they want to live it, wear what they want to wear. And I get it. People talk about, just guys that went around wearing all jewelry and bling, they have a higher chance of getting robbed. Maybe that's their choice, and I'm sure if they know the probabilities or whatever, or if it even matters to them, it's their decision. It's not your decision, and I doubt you're going to give a shit if you see somebody wearing bling. You're not going to go walking over them and telling them, "Hey, you shouldn't do that." I don't think I've ever heard that ever. So that argument to use against me was kind of fucking stupid. And the same goes for like shoes. People wear expensive shoes. Who cares? I don't care. Wear what you want. Women go wear what you want. I think it's the dumbest fucking argument to sit there and say, you just want to like help a woman. You want to help a woman. Don't suggest that she not wear provocative clothing. There have been countless. I mean, the entirety of our human existence throughout all of history, we have been literally plagued with sexual assault and rape, and it has nothing to do with provocative clothing. Women used to wear literally like 13 layers of clothing back in the fucking medieval ages, and they would still get raped, and they smelled like shit because back then we didn't even have hygiene, and men would still literally go and do that. It has nothing to do with it. You receive that information in your head, and if you have an indecent thought, fine, as long as you don't act on it and you control yourself. You can have whatever thought that you want as long as you train yourself to hold yourself accountable. And it's not just about like, I don't want to get in trouble. It's who you want to be as a person. Who do you want to be as a person? Don't go out and fucking start acting on any bad thought or blah, blah, blah. You need to decide who you are when you come across any challenge like that. If you see something that gets your tingly little wingly, go ahead and fucking take a step back and just stop. Fucking Christ. I don't get it. I understand. Women are attractive. That's cool. Good for you. You know how many times I've been like even at a job or like riding around, people, just guys have been so obsessive over it. Like, oh, look at that chick. Yeah, she's hot. It's like, yeah, okay, we get that. That's fine. Like, I'm not even against that. Like, okay, cool, she is. You looked at it. It's fine. You're allowed to look at the menu, whatever you say, relationships and yada yada. But the fucking fundamental, the bottom line here is, if you blame a woman and what she wears on what happens to her, you are fundamentally a piece of shit. You need to actually have help, and you need to have guidance. You need to learn, and you need to unlearn that behavior. And I don't think it's a bad thing to realize you have behaviors to unlearn. I really hope that people get the help that they need with shit like this, because I had a huge fucking Facebook debacle on this, and overall the main argument was that they wanted the women to be safe, but at the same time you are still implying that the clothing is what causes the problem. instead of just saying wear what you want and be around people that you trust and use the buddy system. I've seen videos of people literally kicking down people's doors to go inside and rob them and pretending to be maintenance men. This is not some kind of just reduce the probability, be safe, be safe, be safe. People can fucking live their life. If you want to live your life where you don't take any risks, or you want to take a certain level of risks, that's fine. You want to be an analyst? Go start a job, get paid to do it. But don't fucking go around and tell other people how to live their life and what to do. That's ridiculous. Thank you. Leave a like and subscribe button. I will see you guys in this video. Goodbye.
Complete.